and those are the people in charge of the different disciplines of the societies of petroleum engineers in the different universities. And with that, allow me to welcome Mr. Ayabatari Esther. Miss Ayabatari Esther, who is the current president of the Society of Petroleum Engineers uh, for the Niger Delta University. Please, you're very much welcome. We are very privileged to have you on our call this evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And yes, my president also, because I actually come from Makerere University, I cannot at least go without saying a thank you and a welcoming remark for the president of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Makerere University chapter. That's none other than Mr. Ali Maguzi. Please, we are so much grateful to have you on our call, and thank you for making this possible for us. Yeah, and thank you for doing the work. Friends, I can see our numbers are increasing. Please continue to share. Continue to share the flyers. Madam Happy Scholar, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. And yet, also Victor Favor, thank you for joining us this evening. Mr. Sanda Adibayo, thank you for joining us this evening. We're so much grateful to have you. Yeah, among us also is one important person, and I really want to welcome him, Mr. George Tamam. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. George Timan, we are so much grateful to have you on our call this evening, and thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. All right. One very important person that I can't just start without recognizing and appreciating his presence in front of us here for joining us also is none other than Mr. Sehu S. Abubakar. Thank you so much for joining us. That is our senior professional just now, the section 104 Wari SPE. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, I want us to also welcome among us Mrs. Ibi Bobomi, who is our co-lead for the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Section 104 Wari. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so much blessed to have you here with us this evening. And yeah, it's exactly 7 East African time right now and 5 p.m. West African time. And we are set to start our program. And thank you so much, everyone who has joined us this evening. Please continue to talk to your friends as we start off. We're so much to have you here with us. And yes, my name is Dio Gabriel, and I'll be your moderator this evening to know more about
Hello,
Deborah, can you hear me?
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Deborah,
you.
can you? Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
good
welcome.
evening. I think we just lost him for a minute. Apologies for that. It's the network. We'll be starting shortly. Just want to thank all of you for joining this call. I'm Juliana, the ALP lead for SP Section Worry. And today, just like you mentioned, we're collaborating with 3 universities across Africa. It's such a pleasure to be collaborating with Rivers State University, Niger Delta University Bayelsa, and Makerere University Uganda. All right, so without wasting much time, and as soon as his network comes up, I would hand over the rooms to him back. Okay, so let's move on forward to our program for the day, our agenda. Today we'll be having a lot. We'll start with the safety moments, and after that, we would be having the opening remark, and this will be taken by one of our senior professionals in the section, Mr. Sheu Abubakar. We would also be having an exciting icebreaker session. This will be taken by Obonda Marachi, who would be introduced to our guest speaker by Oso Victor, and then our highly esteemed speaker will be speaking to us after that. We would love to see your beautiful and handsome faces. We'd like to take some photographs with you. And after that, if you have any question for her, she would gladly take it. We also have some announcements for you, which we would like to share. And after that, my colleague, Miss Abby Bobomi, would close with a closing remark. All right, so sit tight and watch out for this. Don't miss this exciting topic today. All right, so let me just check. Is Gabriel back on the call? Gabriel, are you back on the call? I can see him is on the call. Gabriel, are you back on the
Yes, I
call?
am. I am.
All right, so please,
Yeah, thank you so much,
over to
Juliana,
you,
for
please.
that. Yeah, I'm really so grateful, and thank you so much for covering in for me. And I think, as she has already told you, that's the program. And yes, I'm going to welcome aboard Mr. Adoma, who is the current. He's from the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Niger Delta University chapter. Just come and take us through the safety moment. Thank you so much, and you're welcome, sir.
Good evening, everybody. Can everyone hear me clearly?
Yes, we do.
All right, thank you. Good evening. For the safety moments, I did like to share a quick reminder on visual meeting requisite and safety. As we continue to work and collaborate remotely, maintaining professionalism and focus is just as important as physical workspace. So ensure to keep your microphone muted when you're not speaking to minimize background noise and maintain clear communication. Use the raise hand feature before contributing so discussions remain organized and everyone has the opportunity to speak. Ensure your cameras are on if possible, if you wish to enhance engagement and help us communicate more effectively. Avoid multitasking, staying attentive, ensure you don't miss critical details and show respect for the speaker. Join for a safe, distraction-free environment, right? Avoid connections with driving or performing other tasks. Be punctual and professional. Join a few minutes early. For those of us that will be participating in the meeting, that are already in the meeting, please ensure to participate, engage in conversations, questions, and answers. Be observing those simple practices. We ensure that we create a respectful, efficient, and safe visual environment for all participants. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Adoma. We're so glad for that safety moment, and hopefully everyone has gotten those instructions clear and loud. Right, yeah, I just want to let us know that the atmosphere is really a good one, and we're so excited because, yes, it's a great connection. East Africa, West Africa, we really need to learn from each other, and yes, that's why we coexist. And yes, I'm going to invite upon one of our very important people among us, who is our senior uh, person from the section 104, Wari Society of Petroleum Engineers, to give us the opening remarks. Let us know why we're here. Mr. Sehu S. Abubakar, who is at the Petroleum Training Institute, SPE, Wari section. Please, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. Hope can you all hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
we do.
can you hear
Thank
me
you.
all? Yeah, okay. Okay, good day to you all, and a warm welcome to all our distinguished members and guests of Society of Petroleum Engineering. Anywhere you are connecting across the Africa, we are all welcome. My name, as you said, is Engineer Shehu Abubakar. It is both honor and privilege for me to give this open remark for this well-organized, educative lecture for the title Fundamentals of Fire Safety and Protection System. Our world now is dynamic, and also this field that we are in is as dynamic as it is, and continuous learning and knowledge sharing is very, very important and is the key progress of all our society, which is part of actually the key information of SPE is to disseminate technical information and also share it across members to know the latest trend that is happening in the our own society. So I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the SPE people that actually that are going to join this program and also allowing us to connect, collaborate, and across all the globe. I really thank you guys for giving that opportunity for the connectivity across the globe. And to see many professionals from different time zones and background here today is actually a testament that our own society shares a commitment to advancing our knowledge in this oil and gas industry. So stay focused and listen very well to this educative lecture. Carry your pen, carry your paper, listen carefully, and whatever question you actually want to ask after the lecture, you can ask. And I'm very sure the lecturer is capable, well experienced, and very good in this knowledge that she's going to share to us. You're all welcome, and I thank you for the opportunity given to me to make this speech. So over to you, the moderator. Thank you all. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the lecture.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much. We're here to continue to connect and, yeah, show our faces and make the globe a better place in the oil and gas industry. And yeah, I have my pen and paper ready. I don't know if all of you also have your pens and papers ready, but that was a marvelous welcoming remark from you, our senior, Mr. Shehu S. Abubakar. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, as we get comfortable into this, it's important that we get to see a few things that will give us more light, shine more light on what we're actually doing. And yeah, I just want to remind you that the theme for our program today is fundamentals of fire safety and protection systems. And then the topic that we are actually working on is key safety insights and measures. So right about now, as we try to get comfortable, I just want to welcome upon an icebreaker session. And this icebreaker session will be taken over by none other than Obonda Amarachi, who is the Vice President of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Rivers State University chapter. Madam Obonda Amarachi, you're welcome. Is Madam Amarachi with us?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Okay. Amarachi, please, are you on the call? All right. All right. So moving on, let me just take that in instead. I think network is having its own challenges today. All right. So please, can you move to the next slide? Right now, it's time for the icebreaker session. My name is Juliana OJ. I'm the ALP lead for XP Section 104. I'll just be standing instead for this icebreaker session. I would like to know today we are having a collaboration across 3 different chapters across Africa. So I would like to know which chapter are you joining us from? Kindly comment in the chat box. I would want to know where are you joining us from today? Are you joining from Uganda? Are you joining from Port Harcourt? Are you joining from Nigeria? We are in Nigeria. It would be good for us to know. All right. Just kindly drop that in the chat box and I will take that in the next few minutes. All right, I'm Juliana and I'm joining from Port Harcourt. Okay, Matthew Godfrey Bright said he's joining from SP Worry section. It's so good to have you here with us. All right, I could just take more of that. Okay, Abanum Isapa says he's joining from Port Harcourt. Favor Omaduve says, I'm not a member of any chapter, but I'm joining from Port Harcourt. It's such a pleasure to have you here, Favor, and would love you to join us. Okay, our speaker is on the call, Miss Sylvia, and she said she's joining from Lagos, Nigeria. What a pleasure. You're welcome back. And the last but not the least, let me just take this last one. Yusuf Oladije says, good evening, everyone. My name is Oladide Yusuf. I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, let me just take someone from Uganda. And this is Patience Nora. She says she's joining from Uganda, Makara University. All of you are so welcome. All right, so moving on. Let's take the next question, please. Okay. What's the first thing you should do after identifying a hazard? You know, our topic today is on the fundamentals of identifying a hazard. What should you do when some Victor says report it and control it? Okay, I want to know. I want to know. Okay, one more besides. I would want to know more from each and every one of you. Okay, yes, Superladze says eliminated. William Ocon says eliminate the hazard and report. Right. Please reveal the answer for me. Let's check. Okay. Answer says report or control it. Or report it or control it. Okay, moving on to the third question. And the third question. What color is used for safety signs that indicate mandatory actions? What color is used for safety signs that indicate mandatory actions? Okay. Yusuf Alajide says blue. He's the first person. Ayo Asupos says blue. Sorry about that. Shadrach, when we will be safe. Okay, I think that was for the last question. Obuji Elvis says assess classified. He says red. Okay, we are having a lot of colors. Mary Solomon out of uh Adalima. Christopher Ekwati says red. Okay. Okay. Please kindly reveal the answer for us. Okay, blue color. All right, so for those that said blue, that's the correct answer. All right, I'm sure we've learned something today. All right, moving on to the first one. So what are the three elements that make up the fire triangle? Okay, I didn't know this. What are the three elements that make up the fire triangle? Please drop your answers in the chat box. It's so exciting chatting with all of you. I can see that we are so active for this topic. We're active. You know what they say, we are active. Okay, the first answer has just come in from Favor. I don't know. It says the person says heat, fuel, and air. Okay, Christopher Egwati says heat, fuel, and oxygen. Okay, Iweju Evi says oxygen, heat, and fuel. Heat, fuel, and oxygen. Also, Victor. Okay, everyone sees saying the same thing. Ebibobomi says oxygen, heat, and fuel. Abdul. Okay, please kindly reveal the answer. Seem to have a uniform answer on this. Okay, heat, fuel, and oxygen. All right, you guys are really good, All right, the last but not the least question. When lifting an object, should your back be straight or bent? Should your back be straight or bent?
Please, what's the answer of the previous question?
Heat, fuel, and oxygen. Heat, fuel, and oxygen.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. All right, number 5, the last but not the least. When lifting an object, should your back be straight or bent? Okay, we already have the answers coming in. Okay, the first person the first answer came in from Sunday Adebayo. Say straight. People Maduvie say straight. Olufemi Obanre say bent straight. Okay, this one, we are having a tie. Please help me from my dilemma. Let us know. We want to know. And the answer says straight. Always. Please display it on the screen. I want them to see it as well. Straight always leads. I don't know if it's just me. So the answer is straight. All right. Always lift with your legs and not your back. All right. So I would hand it back over to our moderator from here. Over to you, Gabriel. Well done.
Yeah, thank you so much, Juliana, for that insightful, very mind intriguing and mind jogging session. Yeah, we said that we were here to learn and we're actually going back with something. And trust me, we've just started. Yeah, we've just started. So just wait for more and please continue talking to your friends. And yeah, we're moving on very well. And remember, I just want one of the prominent figures that we have here among us, and that is the Young Professionals Chair for the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Warri Section 104. That is none other than Mr. Lucky Emiemi. Thank you so much for being with us here, and you're very much welcome. So as we move forward, we're going into the introduction of the guest speaker. We need to know who the guest speaker is and what do they have, what's their background, and yeah, that will be done by none other than Oso Victor, who is the program's chair, Society of Petroleum Engineers, Niger Delta University chapter. Mrs. Oso Victor, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, our moderator, Gabriel. Please, you all should signify that you can hear me. My network is a bit shaky. Can you all hear me?
Clear and loud.
Okay, that's fair enough. Good evening, everybody, once again. You all are welcome to today's webinar. Please, can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Miss Oso, yes. Yeah.
Okay. You are welcome to today's webinar. My name is Oso Victor Favor, and I am the Programs Chair of the University of Niger Delta University Chapter, Bayelsa State, Nigeria. So in this section, we'll be introducing our guest speaker, which is no other person than Ms. Tega Obo Sylvia. So to get to know more about our guest speaker, I'll be reading the citation of our guest speaker. Please Mr. Gabriel, kindly display it on the screen so they can see why I read. So this is the citation of our guest speaker, Ms. Tega Obo Sylvia. Ms. Tega Obo Sylvia is a petroleum engineering graduate from Covenant University with over 2 years of experience in the environmental and health industry and 1 year of experience in the oil and gas sector. She currently works with Global Ocean Engineers. In 2024, Sylvia was awarded NEBOSH Oren International General Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety Scholarship, recognizing her dedication to continuous professional growth and high safety standard. She's an active member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, which is SPE. She engages in conferences, webinars, and high technical sections, and a graduate member of Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSC, maintaining close connection with professionals across the engineering field. Outside of work, Sylvia enjoys traveling, spending time with friends, and watching movies. She's passionate about learning, innovation, and contributing to a safer and more sustainable energy future. So this is the citation of our guest speaker. So at this moment, let's make welcome our esteemed speaker, which is no other person than Miss Tega Obo Sylvia, to the virtual stage. You're welcome, ma. You now have the floor.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear
Yes,
you,
we
ma'am.
do.
Okay. I would like to share my slide. Okay, so please confirm you can see my slide on the screen. Hello, can you see my slide, please?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can see us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So, good evening, everyone from Nigeria, from Uganda, and welcome to this essential session on matters of fire safety and protection system. Once again, my name is Sylvia Tega Obo, and today we are not just here to talk about fire from a textbook point of view, but we are here to talk about your life and also your workplace, and also the environments you spend most of your time in, such as your home. Okay, so why this is important? Because no matter your profession, whether you end up in engineering, banking, medicine, fire safety will definitely affect where you work, where you live, and the people around you. And fire does not discriminate. It does not care whether you are a student or you are a CEO. It simply acts when the right conditions are met. So in the next 1 hour, I will be showing you how fire starts, how to detect it early, and how to protect yourself and others. And I promise you, by the end of this training, you will not see your environment the same way again, but in a positive way, definitely. Okay. So by the end of this section, today's session, you will walk away with practical knowledge, not just theory. You'll be able to understand how fire starts and spread, whether it's from a personal laptop charger, a kitchen gas cylinder, or probably a laboratory chemical. You'll also be able to identify fire hazards around you, not just obvious ones, but the subtle ones we ignore because they are normal. Also, you'll be able to recognize different types of fire extinguishers, and more importantly, know which one to never use in a certain situation. And also understand fire detection and alarm systems. Lastly, respond calmly and correctly during a fire emergency, because a panic is what kills faster, not the fire itself. All right. So fire. Yes, fire is not magic. It's a predictable chemical reaction called combustion, and it occurs when there's fuel, heat, and oxygen comes together, which makes up the fire triangle. So let's make it relatable. Let's start with fuel. This could be your curtain in your house, maybe your bed sheets, petrol in a generator, cooking oil, or any electrical wiring insulation. Let's move over to heat. This could be um, a laptop adapter that's been plugged in all night, or a hot bulb touching fabric, or maybe friction in machinery, or maybe faulty wiring, faulty wiring that is generating heat. Then lastly, which makes up the fire triangle, we have oxygen, which is always available. Once there is air, there is definitely oxygen. So fire does not just start by accident, it starts when we give it the right conditions. So the question is not just what is fire? I mean, the real question is, where in your environment are these three things already waiting to combine, waiting to happen, right? So think about, let's say, the extension box under your bed, maybe powering 5 devices, or maybe that one in the extension box in your kitchen, because some people in their homes currently, they'll plug in their microwave, their air fryer, their electric kettle all at once in the same extension, which could lead to overload. And if we don't remove any of these, the three elements, we if we don't remove any of these three elements and they are combined together, obviously there's going to be a fire outbreak, and we need to be able to identify the sources and eliminate them, and that's where intelligent fire safety begins. Okay, so the fire tetrahedron. So as industries evolved, we learned that fire doesn't just happen because of heat, fuel, and oxygen. There is a fourth critical element, which is the chemical chain reaction. That keeps the fire sustaining itself. So think of it like this. Let's say when cooking oil catches fire, it keeps producing flammable vapors, right? That's the chemical chain reaction. Or maybe when an electrical panel catches fire, sparks continue feeding it with energy. That's the reaction continuing. This is why some extinguishers don't just cool or suffocate the fire, they interrupt the chemical chain, stopping the fire um, from reigniting. So understanding this makes you more than just aware, it makes you engineer-minded in your approach to safety. So at this point, it's important to understand that not all fires are the same, and in safety, using the wrong method to fight a fire can turn a small incident into a major disaster. So let's break it down, the classes of fire. So first off, we have class A, that's ordinary combustibles. So these are like everyday materials like paper, books, furnitures, plastics, and fabrics. To make it relatable for students, can relate to, let's think of books, curtains, beddings in your hostel, right? Then for professionals, people that are working, think of office furnitures, the documents in the office, files, and maybe in the factory, packaging materials. So all these are what's under class A fire. They also have class B. This includes petrol, diesel, kerosene, alcohol, paints, adhesives. All these are under the class B type of fire. So, and a single spark can ignite vapor, not the liquid itself, leading to what's an explosion. They will also have the class C, which is the electrical fires. This is caused by faulting in wiring, overloaded extension boxes, and also faulty appliances. And take note, water should never be used here. It contains electricity, and obviously it can electrocute you, right? So let's be very, very careful about that. Then we have the class D, which is the metal fire. Metal fires, like when we talk about metal fire, talking about magnesium, titanium, aluminum shavings. So mostly in engineering, manufacturing, or maybe aerospace, these fires react violently with water. Then lastly, we have the class K or F type of fire, which is the cooking oils and fats. So we're looking at the deep fryers that we have in our kitchens, So I'm pouring water on hot oil, make it erupt like a volcano. So that could lead to a major disaster. So now, before you even think of fighting a fire, you must ask what exactly is burning, because that determines the safe method of response. Once you can identify that, you'll be able to react quickly. Okay, so now fire spreads faster than most people can run. And if you understand how, you will never ignore a fire alarm again. So let's look at the fire spread mechanisms, which is the conduction, convection, and radiation rather. So for conduction, which is heat moving through solids, heat can travel through walls, metals, metal rods, pipes, and even steel staircases. And you may think a fire is confined to one room, but your steel door handle is already heating up already, right? Then when we are looking at the convection, we're looking at hot air and smoke rising. So this is why smoke goes upstairs first most of the time. For example, like especially like if you're in the higher rising building, smoke will just keep going up and up. Then lastly, we have the radiation. This has to do with heat traveling through air. So yeah, most fire don't start because of big explosions. They start from small things we ignore because they are part of everyday life. Let's look at some of the common causes of fire. We have the electrical faults. Examples, your phone chargers, and especially all of us that like to plug our phone overnight. Then also we have multiple appliances on one extension. This is quite common. They also have, let's say, worn out office wires not replaced because they still work. I mean, you can have an extension and the head is not working. You just cut off the head and just, based on your science students now, we just plug it in like that directly without knowing what this could lead to. They also have unattended cooking. For example, maybe you're in your house, you leave oil on fire and step out to gist. Maybe you are frying plantain and you just maybe stepped out to pick a call and then you forgot, right, when you're in the call. Then we also have smoking materials. Let's say maybe there's a pile of cardboard somewhere or maybe carton and someone is smoking, right? But when the person is smoking a cigarette and then just maybe throw it carelessly and then it hits that cardboard, obviously it's going to lead to a fire. They also have overloaded sockets, of course, we have said that before. Maybe, let me just add one more plug, Let me just add one more plug. There's space. I can see there's one more space. Maybe there are 5. I just plug in, let's say, your air fryer to it. That has caused multi-million naira losses. They will also have the flammable substances, such as the hand sanitizers. Yes, hand sanitizers are flammable, especially the ones with alcohol. And then we also have the alcohol wipes as well. So if you look around your environment right now, chances are you can spot at least one of these risks. Fire prevention starts with awareness. Please, let's take note of that. So fire prevention is not costly. Fire disaster is, and we have So we also have different fire prevention measures. That is regular maintenance of electrical systems. Unplug your chargers if you're not using them. Turn off the sockets. I'm pretty sure for those of us that are working, or maybe in our schools, you always see signages that says turn off the socket when not in use. Please always turn it off because it will lead to overheating, right? There was also another thing again to prevent fire, avoid open flames and near flammable substances. Also, maintain good housekeeping. Very, very, very key. Clutter equals to fuel, right? So whether it's fire spied up in the office or clothes dumped in the room, you are building fire load. Also, safe storage of fuels and chemicals. Use proper containers. Keep away from heat and sunlight. And the last but not the least, participate in fire drills. Very, very, very important. So fire drills are not inconvenience sin at all. They are survival rehearsals that we do. So in a real emergency, panic is replaced with, definitely muscle memory. So fire prevention is not about having a fire extinguisher. It's about not needing to use one in the first place, right? So we need to be proactive. Now, imagine the fire breaks out. What extinguisher will you use? If your answer is the red one, that is definitely not good enough. You need to know what kind of fire it is, first of all, under the classes of fire, and then we'll now be able to identify the right fire extinguisher to use. Now, we're looking at the water extinguisher only for class A fires, such as the paper, clothes, and wood. Never use it on electrical fire or oil fires, never, please. They also have the foam extinguisher. This extinguisher works well with class A and B, yes, and is good for petrol and surface fires. Then we also have the CO2 extinguisher. This is designed for electrical fires, right? So that's why we don't use water extinguisher for this kind of fire. We don't use water extinguisher. We use CO2 extinguisher here for electrical fires. And we can find this maybe common in ICT rooms or offices where there are a lot of electrical wiring everywhere. And also, it doesn't leave any residue when you use this CO2 extinguisher. Then we also have the dry chemical powder. This is multi-purpose. It can be used for class A, class B, class C, and is useful in workshops, factories, and fuel stations. But sometimes, for example, if we use it in a enclosed environment, right, where there's no enough ventilation, it can lead to a choking, can cause choking. So we need to also be careful about using the DCP fire extinguisher. They also have the wet chemical, which is specifically for cooking oil fires, which is class K and F, and this is found in the kitchen and cafeterias. So in safety, the wrong response can be more dangerous than no response, right? Okay. So now, knowing how to use an extinguisher can be the difference between a close call and a catastrophe, right? So we need to understand how to use the fire extinguisher, and then we have this method, which is called the pass method, which is pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, sweep from side to side. So now the P, which is pull the pin. So without removing the pin, the extinguisher will not activate. So now in this diagram, you can see an example of a fire extinguisher, right? So when you pull the pin, that's when, okay, you are ready to use it. Now, after pulling the pin, you need to aim at the base of the fire. Aim at what is causing that fire. That's, you get. So that there's a paper burn, you need to aim at the base where the paper is, not at the fire, directly at the fire. So aim at the base of the fire. Now, when you have aimed, then you squeeze the handle. So this controls the discharge. You squeeze it, and then you sweep from side to side, left to right. So now, always stand with a clear exit behind you, right? Just in case. And if the fire grows beyond a small flame or fills the room with smoke, please evacuate immediately. Your life matters more than the property. In workplaces, using an extinguisher without safety training might also be against company policy. It should be against company policy because you need to be properly trained on that. And safety starts with knowledge, but it is completed through proper training and awareness. That's why we are having this training today. Now let's talk about something that can literally save lives in seconds, which is the fire detection and alarm systems. And these systems are your early warning network. We have the smoke detectors, the heat detectors, we have the manual call points, alarm bells and strobes, and the fire control panel. Looking at the smoke detectors, this detects smoke particles in the air long before flames are visible, right? And the smoke detector, I don't know if anybody have experienced one. Once there's a fire and then there's smoke, right, all over the place, they start making a particular noise, alarming people that, maybe there's a fire that's about to happen. And then the heat detectors, these are triggered by rising temperature, the temperature of the room. I don't know if anybody has seen that, but it's not really common, but it's also part of the fire detection and alarm system. And also we have the manual call points. So if you see fire or smoke, you don't wait. You activate the alarm immediately, right? So you are not being dramatic. You are just trying to save lives. Then we also have the alarm bells and strobes. This ensures everyone, whether asleep, distracted, or in a noisy area, is alerted. Then we also have the fire alarm control panel. This is the brain of the system. It displays where the fire is detected and activates alarm throughout the building. So now, a silent fire is a deadly fire. Early detection gives you time, and time is the difference between evacuation and tragedy. In modern buildings, fire safety is not just about extinguishers. It's a combination of active systems that fight the fire and the passive systems that contain and slow the fire just in case the fire does occur. So the active systems, for the active system, we have the sprinkler systems, the fire extinguisher, or the gas or foam suppression, which is which is used in a server room or a sensitive environments where water could damage equipment, right? Then the passive systems, which delays the fire. So we have fire-rated walls or doors. It contains the fire in that room. So in case of a fire outbreak, it will not exceed that room. It will just be only in that room. They also have fire doors with closers. If you prop them open, you are removing a life-saving protection. So if you work in the bank, maybe in an oil facility or a corporate office, you are expected to know where fire doors, extinguishers, emergency exits are. So this is not the job of the HSC officer or the manager alone. Safety is a shared responsibility. So please, if you have not identified all of these, where the extinguisher is in your building, please, after this training, take time to go and find out where they are, the extinguishers and the emergency exits, just in case. Let us be proactive. So now let's bring this home with a real incident that changed global safety standards. The Piper Alpha. I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with this incident. It happened in the year 1988, and it's an offshore oil platform in the North Sea. And what happened here is that there was a gas leak. A gas leak occurred due to poor maintenance coordination, and operators were unaware that safety valves were removed earlier. So when the ignition happened, the platform was engulfed in minutes and 167 workers died. Many never made it out of their sleeping quarters. Just imagine the disaster. So now lessons that apply. Always communicate hazards clearly. Whether you are finishing a lab session or you're handing over at work, never assume the next person knows the risks. Never assume. Assumption, when it comes to safety, we don't assume, right? A mentor of mine used to say, if you assume, you have made an ass of you and me. So follow procedures, not shortcuts. Safety rules exist because someone already paid the price. Understand emergency routes in any workplace you enter, even at home. Make sure you know, maybe make sure that your house have an exit. If it doesn't, map out a plan just in case there's a fire outbreak. So this is not just a tragic story, it's a reminder that safety is not about equipment alone, it's about caution, responsibility, and communication. Let's look at a more recent incident that happened closer to us for those of us that are in Nigeria, especially in Lagos. I don't know if you have seen on the news about the Afriland Tower fire outbreak that happened. So what happened exactly? A fire broke out, right? And it started due to electrical faults and overload. I think was the inverter that led to this fire outbreak. And the fire spread across multiple floors, as you can see here in the picture. And several people suffered injuries. Businesses lost assets and documents. Now, what went wrong? Electrical loads were not managed properly, right? Which led to the fire outbreak. And fire alarms and suppression systems were not enough because people were unprepared and some exits were also obstructed too. So now, how does this relate to our environment? So now, if wherever you work in, maybe a bank, any corporate office, these systems are present. But if people don't know what to do when the alarm goes off, the system has failed. So in your hostel or apartment, in your office, that extension box, they are always overloading with pressing irons or many heavy appliances. That is exactly how this started. So now the lesson here is simple. A building is only as safe as the people inside it. So let's look at the do's and don'ts. Safety does not start with the government. It definitely starts with you. So now the do. Keep exit routes clear. Make sure, like, the place that is supposed to pass when there's an emergency, make sure you eradicate or remove everything that's obstructing that pathway. Also, turn off electrical appliances after use. Don't leave charging devices on soft surfaces like your beds, for example. Then participate in fire drills. I'm pretty sure most of us in our workplace, this happens maybe twice a year or once a month, depending on the company's policy. Recently, about 3 days ago, in my workplace, we did a fire drill just to know, if people understood what to do in case of an emergency. Very critical. And then in the workplace, report any hazard immediately. Being silent is being complicit. And then what should we not do? Do not use lifts during a fire. Don't say, I cannot walk, or the stairs is too long. No, please. Lifts can stop working and to trap you inside. And also, do not run or panic. Move quickly, but stay calm. Do not attempt to fight a fire that is beyond your control. Your priority is evacuation and not to be the hero, right? So one of the highest signs of professionalism is situational awareness. Fire safety is not just protection, it is leadership. So as we begin to wrap up, I want you to understand that what we have discussed today is not just for passing an HSC course or fulfilling a company's requirements. This is about protecting your life. This is about protecting your future and the people connected to you. So let's summarize the core lessons. So first, fire can start anywhere, especially in our hostels, at workplaces. So fire is not selective, it responds to conditions. Prevention is always better than response, definitely. It is easier to remove a hazard today than to fight a fire tomorrow. Then also, fire safety is personal responsibility, right? It's not the job of the safety officer alone. Whether you're a student in a classroom or a young professional in a corporate office, your awareness can prevent disaster. Knowledge is power only when applied. So now that you know the types of fires, the causes, the control systems, and how to respond, it becomes your duty to act on that knowledge. Remember this, fire does not wait for awareness, right? It responds to action. Your preparedness is your protection. So thank you for your attention and for taking this subject very seriously. And if this training helps even one person identify and correct a fire hazard tonight, then this section has achieved its purpose. So before you sleep or clock it out tonight, I encourage you to check the nearest fire extinguisher. And if you don't have a fire extinguisher at home, please, after today, try to get one. And also look for any safe assembly points in your building. Also unplug appliances when you're not using them. And also identify at least one fire hazard in your environment and take actions to correct it. This is how leaders think, and that is how professionals behave. So just to conclude, fire safety is not just about compliance, it's about care. Care for your life, care for those around you, and care for the future you are building. Thank you very much, and I await your questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam Tega, for that. Just know that fire starts with awareness and personal responsibility. At least some few take home notes that I've managed to get. And yeah, one thing I got is that fire doesn't discriminate whether you are a student or not, which means it is upon us. And it also doesn't know the kind of responsibilities that you have, what kind of profession that you have, whether you're an engineer or not, whether you're a banker, it's up to you. So we've had a very long lecture and very resourceful, very intriguing, very educative. We've learned about the fire, the elements of fire, the components, the classes of fire. We've seen the fire spread mechanisms, the common causes of fire, then the fire prevention. On top of that, we've also gone ahead and seen the fire protection and suppression system. We also have the fire safety do's and don'ts. And yeah, finally, I really want to say thank you so much, Madam Ortega, or boss Sylvia, for giving us this much information and knowledge. It's something that is really applied to our daily life and normal life. And hopefully, each and every one of us has actually taken notes, and it will be of great help. And once again, thank you so much. We're really glad that we had you on this call. Hopefully, you can continue to lay this information with us and continue to give us whenever called upon. Thank you so much. Now, right about now, I want to first take a great opportunity to actually honor a few more people that actually joined our call and graced it, made it possible for us to have this call, and at least the call makes a lot of meaning with them upon the call. And those are just senior members of the board of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Warri Section 104. And to start with, there is Dr. Eddie Oko, Engineer Christopher Igwatu, Dr. Marian, then Mr. Okegini Omoluwabi, sorry for that if I've poorly pronounced the name. And then we have also the Young Professionals Chair, Mr. Lucky Emiemi. We also have the Young Professionals Co-Chair, Engineer Nelson, on the call. Thank you so much, all of you, for gracing our call. And yes, we are really glad to have you. All right. The next item on our agenda, please, can that person mute? Mr. Adolf Christopher.
I'm ready, sir.
All right, thank you. So yes, it is that time of our program. It's the photography and networking time, and we really want to see our faces that have actually been attending with us here, because it's time for our curiosity to be filled in. Some of us are from Uganda, Kampala, others are attending from Nigeria, from Port Harcourt to be specific. Others are, So we really want to see. Please, I'm going to request you to switch on your cameras so that at least we get to see the beautiful faces and handsome faces of whoever is on the call, please. And I'm going to request Mr. Amos to actually take us through this. At least he's the one going to take the shot. And please, can we be putting on our cameras? Let's put on our cameras as we get to know each other. We get to know who is actually talking and who is actually attending on the call with us. Please, we would love to see your faces, if you don't mind. Okay, we want to see that. The Ugandans want to see how Nigerians look like. I'm sure also the Nigerians want to see how Ugandans look like. So please, let's put on all our cameras. Yes. And sorry, we are taking this in the middle before the question and answer session. Why? Because among us, we have very important people who are actually we are not sure of the time actually that they will take to continue being with us here. So it's better we take our accountability right now. So please put on your camera. And Mr. Amos, please confirm with me if you've taken the shot. Hello. Mr. Amos, please confirm with me once you've taken the shot. As I continue to encourage all of us, we're about 54. Please, let's put on all our cameras. Let's switch them on. We need to see those handsome faces, those beautiful faces. Who knows if tomorrow I will end up in Nigeria? Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Glad to see you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It was a wonderful time.
Mr. Amos.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I've taken the snapshot already.
Have you taken
All right,
mine?
thank you so much.
Yes, I have.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Amos, for that. So you can feel free to actually now put off your camera, and then we continue to the next session. I mean, to the next item on the agenda. And yes, the next item on the agenda is the Q&A. We want to really know. We know at this moment some people are boiling with some few questions. They want to know if exactly their curiosity can be met. And yes, it's time for the question and answer. And this question and answer session, if you have anything to actually ask Madam Tega Ubo, if you didn't understand anything, it's your time to open up, please. I'm going to welcome upon Ruth Amana, who is the program's chair for the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Rivers State University chapter. Please take us to this section. You're very welcome, Ruth. Ruth, are you with us? Ruth, can you confirm if you're on the call with us? All right, I guess she's not with us right now, so I'm just going to continue to take you through the question and answer section. So please, if you have a question, you could just put up your hand. There is a reaction button down there where there is a reaction. You could actually put up your hand, raise your hand if you have a question, and then I'll let you know. So please, you can raise up your hand in case you have a question. It's time for questions and answers. Please, if you have any pending question that you would love to be given an answer to, just put up your hand, raise your hand, I mean, and we shall call upon you to give us your question, please. So I can see someone. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay, you could
having
actually be having.
two hands
Okay,
on. Lucky hands are the options.
Could you come again? Because we didn't get that, please.
Okay, Mr. Gabriel, white picture's hand is up, Mr. Lucky, so you can just start ahead with him. Did you hear me?
Not yet.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm now getting you clear and loud, Juliana. Miss
Okay.
Juliana, sorry.
White picture's hand is up. We have two people's hands up currently. Our white picture, Mr. Lucky, and another person, the Willis. So maybe you can just go ahead with them. Okay?
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, just a little comment. There is a comment here saying, well done to the lecture facilitator. She did a very good job. Thank you so much, Ms. Tegobo. And yeah, special shout out to the Ugandan man moderating. Oh, thank you so much. I'm delighted. He likes how I am doing it, an excellent delivery. Thank you so much. So yes, we are going to continue forward to the next item, which is the announcement. And the announcements will be
Can you hear me?
done by.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes,
Mr.
Julian.
Gabriel. We have hands up. Some people, we have hands up. Mr. Lucky, our white picture's hand is up. We have 3 hands up currently. Can you see them?
Oh, okay. You can help me, Uncle. I usher them in, please. I didn't see that.
Okay. All right. Well done. Well done.
All
Okay, let's start with our white picture, Mr. Lucky. Please kindly unmute and go ahead with your question, sir.
Okay, thank you. My hand has been raised for the longest of time, but that's fine. So yeah, that's fine. So mine is more like a comment. Well done, Sylvia. This was a fantastic session, and I'm really happy that this is happening. And you know, for chapters that are present, kudos. These are some trainings that people pay money to learn, certifications or certifications to acquire this training, but here we are having it on the platter of gold. So thank you very much, Sylvia, for this amazing session. So mine is a comment. So I just want to emphasize one thing you mentioned, right? When there is fire, why there's an emergency of fire and all of that, you mentioned do not panic. And I feel like it wasn't really emphasized more enough, because the instance you gave an instance, right, of the fire that happened in Lagos. If you could remind me again, the building, I think the building belonging to where this UBA group occupies in Lagos, right? I think one of the situations that led to a loss of lives from that incident was panic. You could see from the videos that circulated, people start jumping from third, fourth floors, jumping down just because of panic. And I keep saying that if maybe those persons that lost their lives when they jumped from fifth, sixth floor down, if they had even stayed calm, or maybe somehow stayed calm during the situation, maybe they wouldn't have jumped and just lost their lives. I felt like people died, people lost their lives even before the fire could kill them, right? So one key takeaway that we can take from this training is when there is a fire incident, when there is a fire outbreak, one thing that will help you is to remain calm, right? When you are calm, that is when you can be able to even think thoughtfully. I know there's a tendency of us to be very scared and trying to look for the safest way to exit. Somehow the unsafest way, sometimes the ways we feel like is the safest can be the unsafest, because why? We don't think through because of panic. So another thing, that's one key takeaway I think I need to just comment on so that we can be aware of it. So thank you very much, Sylvia, for highlighting that. Yeah, so well done.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you
thank you.
very much. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, you can go ahead, Mr. Gabriel.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
Okay, good evening.
Okay, is this realist? Okay, the next person's hand
Can
that
I
was
come
raised is
online?
realist. Yes, is this realist?
Hello.
Hello, can you please who's speaking now? Is this realist? Okay,
No,
okay. This is Ogenechuko. All right, please go ahead with your
no, this is
question, please.
Ochuko.
Yes, Ochuko, please go ahead with your question.
Okay. Good evening. I really want to appreciate the presenter who did a very good job by giving us the outline, the classes of fire. But my question is just, in a situation where you're in an organization and you find that they're not complying as the safety personnel on site, they are not complying to these fire extinguishers, the services of them, and they're not put in place. Because when there's a fire outbreak incident, we have some factors that we use in trying to control it or contain it. And these things are not put in place. You kept informing the management about it and nobody's complying. What do you think is expected of the safety personnel on site to do after meeting with top management regarding that to be fixed in place? Because from the lecture, if there happens to be all this equipment on site, which the fire extinguisher could help to reduce some of these incidents or accidents that could occur at a workplace. So what should be put in place? What way can we use in meeting this management to improve on such kind of attitude? Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ochuko. Thank you for your contribution. All right, I saw the realist hand up. I don't know if maybe we've answered your question in the course of this session. All right, but if in the absence of that, I would like to hand it over back to our moderator, Mr. Gabriel. If we don't have any other question, All right, thank you, Ms. Silva. Thank you for gracing us. Thank you for accepting to give us this good lecture. Indeed, the importance of safety cannot be overemphasized, and you dwelt extensively on this topic. Please, online participants, I would love us to give her a virtual round of applause. I would love for us to give her a virtual round of applause as we round up this session. Thank you so much, Ma, and over to you, Mr. Gabriel. Okay? Well done.
Okay, sorry. Someone
All right,
asked a question. They had answered. Can you hear me?
Okay, who's that?
I think Ogane asked the question.
Yes.
I would just like
He
to
raises.
respond.
Okay,
quickly.
okay. All right. Please go ahead.
Okay. To your question, let me repeat that. You asked, for example, in an organization where there are no fire alarms, no fire suppression system put in place, and then the HSC personnel, and then the management rather are not, budging to put these things in place just in case the fire that happens, right? What should the HSC personnel do? I guess that's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now, as an HSC professional, right, your role is not just to identify risks, definitely, but also to influence management. And one way we can do that is using facts, legal obligations and financial implications. You cannot approach them emotionally. You must use data, evidence. That's why that's why most companies, they usually log in any incident that occurs. They'll tell you report it. So that will be used to make decisions in the future. That will be used to see if whatever control measures that has been put in place, either are working effectively or they need to put in more control measures. So you need to present the legal requirement. That's the compliance approach. Inform management that fire safety is not optional and is mandated. Use recent incidents that have happened, maybe not in your organization, but in other companies. For example, the Afriland Towers where UBA is. I'm pretty sure this is a lesson for all organizations. In fact, 2 weeks after the incident, I'll be getting calls about fire safety training for their staffs. So you can say that organizations are now being proactive. So you can use that as an HSC professional. And also present financial risk. That is the cost-benefit approach. Show real case studies, of companies that have lost millions due to fire incidents. Compare the small cost of prevention to the huge cost of damage, lawsuits, fatalities. Those people that have lost their life, I'm aware that their families are being compensated as we speak. Also, show management their personal risk, liability approach. Let them understand that in many countries, directors and managers can be held personally liable. So all of these, when you use the data, the evidence, I believe nobody in their, I believe like no management would not want to hear you, especially when you're speaking in money terms, saying that, oh, we're going to lose so amount of money. So thank you very much. I hope that has been able to answer your question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well understood. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Silva, thank you for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us. Thank you so much. All right, do we have any other questions? Please kindly indicate by raising your hand or dropping it in the chat box. Okay, it's Dr. Gene Omola BC. Quite impressive, Ms. Silva. All right. Yes, Super largely said, I really enjoyed this session. Thank you so much, Ma. The praises are coming in. Thank you so much. All right, Abraham Monday says here, please, I want to add to what he said. I don't know. Abraham said, Monday, are you on the call, please? All right. If you're on the call, please, you can drop it on the chat box. For sake of time, I would want us to move on to the next session, and I'll hand it over back to our moderator, Gabriel. If you're on the call, over to you, please.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Juliana, for taking on that great session. And thank you so much, Madam Tego Obo, for having such a moment with us and for being a fountain of knowledge and a custodian of knowledge to share with us. And we've really learned a lot from you, and I'm sure everyone is grateful that they actually joined this call, and we shall live to remember this moment. So as we move towards the next item, I think we come to the announcements, and the announcement will be taken by one of my colleagues in my department of the Society of Petroleum Engineers Makerere chapter, and that's none other than Mutiwa Patience. Nora, so Mutiwa Patience, if you are on the call, please, you're very much welcome.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and I'll be taking on the announcements Majorly, from what I am going to take on, it's majorly the benefits of being part of SPE, the Society of Petroleum Engineers. And so, before I make a complete...
Hello. Sorry.
Hello?
Hello, patient. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you
please, I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Please, kindly take the announcement on the next slide. Mr. Amos, please kindly move to the next slide. The membership drive will be taken by Mr. Matthew on the call. All right, will be taken by a YP member from SP Warri section. Apologies for that. All right, so go ahead with the announcement.
Okay, thank you. And I'm kindly requesting they can display the slide. Okay.
Mr. Amos, could you move to the next slide, please? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, these are our announcements. Our session today was from the Young Professionals SPE, and our theme was from classroom to the rig floor, understanding. Oh, sorry. These are the announcements. I think there is going to be another lecture program that is on Thursday, the 30th of October. Wow. That is at 5 p.m. again, West African time, and the theme will be from classroom to rig floor, understanding the core of drilling operations. So that is an upcoming lecture program. Yes. Kindly requesting they display the next slide, please.
Yeah, I think that is the only announcement we have for today. And thank you so much, Nora, to your patience for that. I'm just going to call upon Mr. Matthew right now to come and take the program, the membership drive, and announce how to become a member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Warri section member. So today, Mr. Matthew, you're very welcome.
Good. Someone should say something, please. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay. My name is Matthew Godwill from SP Warri section. So I'll be talking on membership and the importance of membership for those of us who are not yet members. So to become an SP member today, you get internship and career information, mentorship program from industry leaders. You get to know about scholarships and trainings, access to vast technical and professional resource materials, network with industry professionals and leaders, both local and international, and a lot more. So for those of us who are having issues to become a member, so just go to sp.org, then sign into and you create an account. For those who are students who are trying to convert to YP, so you go to the type sp.org on your Chrome or any browser you are using, then sign into your account. So you click at the top right corner and select your account. So you will see, go to educational section, add and update your graduation date and degree information, then save the changes. And you'll see you put in the changes and everything you are doing, the company you are in. That is for how to convert from student to YP. Then for the first year, SP is going to give you a free 1 year because most of us in Nigeria, I don't know how Uganda works. In Nigeria, that first year you're supposed to go for NYSC, so SP gives you that 1 year. Then second year, you're supposed to pay a $35. So SP knows that you are either a trainee or an intern that period. So they allow you to pay half of the $35. So your first year, no payment. Your second year, you pay half of the membership dues. Then your third year, that is when you now start paying the $35. So I sent a link on the chat first. If you are not yet a member, you can fill in, then we'll get back to you. We can follow it up and help you to register and or convert you to a YP. So thank you and have a nice evening. If you have any question, you can ask.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Matthew, for that instruction. You know, it's very important that people get to know the benefits of being part of the Society of Petroleum Engineers. And yeah, hopefully they've gotten the right instructions and they got them correctly. And we shall be having much more people actually joining us. And we're so glad, very excited to actually welcome new members aboard. And yes, just wanted to remind you before we go in for the closing remarks, because just wanted to let you know that actually we've still been doing what we call the ALP, which is the Ambassador Lecture Program. And the theme for today was Fundamentals of Fire Safety and Protection System. Then the topic, to be specific, was Key Safety Insights and Measures. So please do not forget about this. Hopefully you got the best knowledge, and I'm just hoping that you don't regret having spent your 1.5 hours with us here. And with that, I'm going to call upon Madam Bobomi Ebi, who is actually one of the young professionals co-lead for the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Warri Section 104. We're so delighted to have you here, and you're very much welcome, Mrs. Ebi.
Thank you very much, Gabriel, for that wonderful welcome. So firstly, I would like to say good evening to each and every one of you. Please, Gabriel, confirm you can hear me. Okay.
Yes, madam. Yeah, I do.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
Loud.
Good evening. Good evening. So yeah, I want to say thank you to each and everybody for sticking with us to this time. And I think during the course of this meeting, we had over 57 participants. Thank you very much for joining me. And also, I would like to thank our senior members from the board of SP Warri Section 104 that joined in, Dr. Eddie Okon, Engineer Christopher Egwetu, and which other person? Mr. Okeogene Omoluabi, I don't know, I pronounced the name correctly. If I didn't, please forgive me. Then we had our YP share joined in as well, the person of Mr. Loki Ememie. We also had our YP co-share joined in, the person of engineer nursing. Thank you very much. And also the participants, thank you all for joining us today for this important discussion on the fundamentals of fire safety and protection system. I hope that you've gained valuable insights and knowledge that will help you prevent and respond to fires in your houses, in your campuses, in your workplace and community. Thank you very much. People that are working behind the scenes to make sure that this meeting was possible. I say thank you very much. Then I also want us to take this, that we should remember that fire safety is everyone's responsibility. So we should work together to create a fire safe environment and protect lives and property. Thank you very much again. I also want to lastly thank my leader, and Ms. Juliana Oji. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much. To the schools that collaborated with us, SP, NDU, SP, RSU, and SPE, MUK chapter. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. And also, I want us to put a virtual round of applause for SP Warri section, because if we had not had them in the picture, I don't think we'll be having this meeting right now. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Bye.
All right. Thank you very much. Bye.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Also, bye.